after a very up and down season, you guys are going to play for the number 1 seed next week. What do you how do you put that in perspective?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're thankful to be in this position, but I've said this before, it's just been one of those kind of years where it's like you have to focus on just the next day, the next man up, finding a way to win each Sunday, and then at the end you can look up and see where you're at. And so for us to be in this position is really cool. We're all grateful for it, but at the same time we have to go do something about it. And got to watch the film, get better, and go execute and win.
Brock, you guys scored 42 points in that. You got Hall of Fame tight end and Hall of Fame left tackle. You had a lot to do with it. Everyone contributed. But how good is your offensive play caller?
How good is the what?
Offensive play caller, Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah. I mean, he's a Hall of Fame coach. So, I mean, to be able to have him draw up stuff and scheme stuff up for us and put guys in certain positions and for us to just go out and execute, be on top of our stuff every single play, we're grateful to be playing for him, man. So, obviously, every single week he goes all in and gives everything he's got for this team, this organization, to make sure we're put in the right positions and to go out and have a chance. And so anytime we step out in the field with him as our play caller, man, we're always going to have a chance.
What's your sense of how Austin Pleasants did at left tackle for virtually the whole game?
Yeah, I mean, did amazing. Obviously, to have Trent go down first play, it's like, dang. And for him to then Austin jump right in, and he's a guy that we all love. And over the year, he's just been great in our locker room and just one of the boys on the bus. Like, everyone loves him, and he's done a great job just being ready all year. So for him to go in and play well like he did and allow our offense to keep rolling and not lose step, it was huge. So we all got his back, and he's going to keep getting better too.
How good was Jake Tonjes today filling in for George Kittle?
Oh, he did great. When George goes down, to be able to have a really good tight end step in and not only just know what he's doing, but make plays and be a guy that, the defense has to account for in a lot of situations. For us, that's awesome. So for him to come in, ball out, hometown kid, obviously, but more than anything, he's a guy that has length, got great hands, and he's a guy that I trust. So it's really cool to obviously have both those good tight ends like that.
Can you take us through the touchdown pass? Did you?
Yeah, I mean, it was obviously a bootleg and just one of those things where the defense sort of did a good job covering it and just try to make a play, keep the play alive. And then obviously when I cut back in, defenses tend to, go in cuts on scrambles. So just trying to keep the play alive, and saw Juice in the corner. So it was cool that he had his antenna up too right there in that moment. And obviously he scored, and you just try to give the team momentum and celebrate. So it was a cool play.
Game on the line, the Bears have a potential to score to win the game. What's going through your head? Are you praying? Are you even watching the play?
Yeah, I mean, I was praying that whole drive. Not only that, just like pulling for our guys, man, because, it's been a crazy year, and for all those guys on defense to be able to step up and be able to compete their butt off, man, for them to finish out the game like that, I was so happy for them. But obviously, I was sitting there not really being able to do anything but watch, and for them to do a great job with the defensive line containing Caleb, and the boys doing a great job in coverage and then throwing the ball short, and then to be able to celebrate, it's a cool team win, man. There's nothing like that, so that was special.
The touchdown throw to Jauan, he was number one in your progression, and did you expect that there'd be a lane there for him to get moving?
Yeah, I mean, I was just excited that we got that look and for him to have space back there. And then I was just happy that we got a completion and ready to play the next play. But then obviously he cross-courted it and kept going. I was like, is he going to get in? And he did. And so, JJ's a baller, man. He's a warrior. You give that guy a chance, he's going to give the team everything he's got. And at the end, he made a couple moves and scored, man. So shout out our boy.
Brock, how much fun were you having playing tonight? It seemed like, 5 touchdowns for you the second straight week. It seemed like you were just having a blast out there.
Yeah, it was fun. For us, it's not even just like, I'm gonna just go have fun. It's like I got to do my job, and once I do my job and execute it, we score. Then you can have some fun with it. But I think more than anything too, we got such a good group of guys that KB, JJ, D-Rob, all these fun receivers that bring energy to our team. So when we do score and we're executing, it's always a good time to be able to celebrate with them and feed off their energy. So, and that's our whole team, man. So it's been a crazy year. It's been a fun year, but obviously we got one more game for the regular season to lock in, and we got to go do our job.
When
you're scrambling or making plays outside the structure of the offense, how much of that is something you mentally prepare for, like during the week? Like, is that part of your preparation, or at that point is it just all kind of natural instinct?
Yeah, no, it's sometimes we'll like have a play drawn up and whatnot, and we've seen some defenses like run right up the field, and it's like, okay, be ready just in case our look isn't there to use your legs. But it's never, going into a game, hey man, I'm gonna scramble my butt off here and this and that. It's just one of those things where if it happens, it's football and it's gonna happen. How can I be smart outside of the design of the play, but also have my eyes downfield because guys are moving and working, and there are explosive plays out there. So I feel like it's something that I've sort of continued to learn as I go, and it's part of my game. So hopefully we can all be better as a team and as an offense moving forward with that.
Brock, Kyle said on you guys last time, he was trying to thread the needle a little bit as far as trying to score with as little time as possible, score a touchdown. Obviously that's hard to do. Is he communicating that with you, or are you having awareness of that, or are you just like running the plays and just trying to score a touchdown?
You talking about like before half?
No, I'm talking about the last drive. Like you scored with 2 minutes, 15 seconds or whatever, and people are like, you scored too fast. So he was saying that he was trying to score as late as possible, but obviously, it's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, I think, we've talked about certain situations where you obviously don't want to give the offense on the other side of the ball a chance. And so with that, it's like there's certain situations where we know that we want to bleed the clock and score late. That's like the perfect world, but at the end of the day too, man, like if the defense gives you an off the score, you got to go take it. And I thought JJ did a great job with that. Our offense as a whole did a great job with that, and you can't apologize for that. So, to answer your question, like he does tell us ahead of time in certain situations, not every single time, but we all understand that that's sort of what's at hand. So, you had a question?
Yeah, Kyle said on that pick, you took the pick six. Kyle said he told you that was the right throw to make. The guy just made a good play on it. Did that make him telling you that and you knowing that was the right play to make? Did that make it easier for you to smooth past that?
Yeah, I mean, I let the ball go, and I thought there was a window there and a hole there. Corner just made a good play. He was aggressive on the first play of the game, and it's just unfortunate that, obviously, for our sake, the ball got tipped up and they scored off it. But for me, it's, you can't lose confidence because I did my job. I was throwing the ball where it needed to be. Defense made a good play, so you got to tip the cap, But it's early in the game, so you do have to flush it and be ready to play a whole game after that. So that was a first for me, but –